voice, heavenly parts, sing choirs of angels, exalt all creation around God's throne. Jesus Christ our King is risen. Sound the trumpet of salvation.
It was very early on the first day of the week, and still dark, when Mary of Magdala came to the tomb. She saw that the stone had been moved away from the tomb, and came running to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one Jesus loved. "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb," she said, "and we don't know where they've put him." So Peter set out with the other disciple to go to the tomb. They ran together, but the other disciple, running faster than Peter, reached the tomb first. He bent down and saw the linen cloths on the ground, but did not go in. Simon Peter, who was following, now came up, went right into the tomb, saw the linen cloths on the ground, and also the cloth that had been over his head. This was not with the linen cloths, but rolled up in a place by itself. Then the other disciple, who had reached the tomb first, also went in. He saw, and he believed. Till this moment they had failed to understand the teaching of Scripture, that he must rise from the dead.
It's hard to see in the dark. We need a little light. Little light lets us see what's around us, lets us see where we're going. One of my favourite parts of celebrating Easter is the Liturgy of Light at the Easter Vigil. My favourite part, but also my biggest worry. I worry about standing too close to the fire in highly flammable vestments that are blowing about in the breeze. I worry about getting from the Paschal fire back into the church without the flame of the Easter candle blowing out. And I think my biggest worry is for the people who come getting back into a church in the dark when the only light around is the light of the Easter candle. It gives them a direction, it gives them something to aim for, but it doesn't light up where they're putting their feet, the things they're likely to bump into and fall over. But when they're in, when they have got to their places, then comes my favourite part of the night. When the light of the Easter candle is shared. First of all, from the Easter candle itself, a few people light their candles. And then slowly that flame is shared between the candles of the people themselves. And eventually the whole church is lit up in candlelight. It takes my breath away every year. It's a wonderful moment. There's a line in the Exultet, the Easter hymn of praise, that reminds me of that very powerfully. A flame divided yet undimmed. How true that is. The Easter candle, the light from it, is shared with so many people, and yet the Easter candle loses nothing of its brightness. Rejoice, O earth, in shining splendour, radiant in the brightness of your King. Christ is the new light, the real light, that lights up the world and allows us to see it in a new way. Gives us direction, shows us that truth and justice and love are the way. And every time we show love, every time we stand up for justice, we let Christ's light shine in our lives. We let him share his light with us. We add something to the brightness of our world. This Easter, may we welcome Christ's light into our lives once again and continue to share that light so that all may come to see